Welcome back to Base Camp, WNC. Well, we're on a project here this end of April, almost the 1st of May, and we're on this job. Homeowner put part of this spring in 4 or 5 years ago, and it all busted loose. The plastic collar, this one here I'll tell you about in a minute, but the plastic collar he put in was from Carolina Tanks. But the problem was, I think, is it sat out here in the sunshine for about 5 or 6 years. And he said it just kind of fell apart and broke and cracked. And as you can tell, looking down here right now, all the spring water is running everywhere but in the tube. So we're gonna try to uncover this and put this one in. This is one I cut. That is just a ring out of a 55-gallon food grade plastic barrel. We bought the barrels for about $15 a piece. They had corn syrup in them, or sugar syrup in them, so we know they're clean. And drill a couple holes for the borderline to go to and the overflow to go into, and that's all it is to it. I think right now it's sitting upside down, but we're going to uncover this thing, and then I'm going to take you along for cutting, fitting, putting this thing in and sealing it up. Well, here we took that right there's the broken piece, and you can see it. We'll get it down there and show it to you. It kind of cracked and split all up. I think it was just from the age in the sunlight. But these blue barrels, being about 26 inches in diameter, they're a little bit longer than 6 foot. Now, you don't have to use the whole ring. If you're up against rock on both sides, you can cut it. We did cut the corners off. We did cut the corners off on this plastic thing. But as you can tell, we got that thing right now sealed up. Put dirt alongside the bottom edge. And I will show you some of the little tricks to it. Oh, that stuff you see just on the other side of the wall right there is bentonite clay. This is what the well driller uses to seal up between the well casing and the ground so you don't get no groundwater. We use it inside there to seal it up. We use it on the outside. Clay dirt's best. Use it. Put dirt down, sprinkle some of it, pack it down, sprinkle some more, put dirt, keep layering it. But as you can tell, I've been here probably 20 minutes doing this, and the water's not running out too bad right now. It's got a ways to go to clear up, but it is running out pretty clean. It is flowing pretty good. And we're going to keep filling this thing in and packing dirt. And like anything else, the outside of the wall is probably as important or more important than the inside of the wall, because that's where all the pressure will be. So we're going to keep lining this stuff up, packing it. I'll show you another clip here in a little bit. Well, here it is. I don't know how well you can tell. Water's running out pretty clean. We got a whole bunch of rock stacked in there. We're going to put a cover over it. Put some more on top. Got to keep filling it in with what we got here. Like I said, we are 480 feet above them tanks we're going to next. So it's a haul to get up here with gravel and that kind of stuff. So we are using everything we've got up here. We're going to hook the tank line and the overflow line up to these 2 pipes. And we're going to go ahead and cover it, and get on down the hill and see if any of the pipe got froze and broke while it sat here. Well, there it is. Put some blocks on it. We got to cover it up yet. Get that whole 30 mil liner all covered up, get it down. And that's the down pipe gurgling. That's got about 600 foot of run, about 480 foot of drop. And it's working the air out of the line right now, so at least that must mean the pipe's not broke between here and there, because it is trying to get air down to it. As I said, we're about 480 feet above the water tanks, the cisterns for this system, and then they're another 85, 90 feet above the house. This is probably not the best way to cover up a spring head, but we are 480 feet up. The landowner 5 years ago had these cement blocks and some clay and a little bit of gravel dropped off by a logger when he was logging his property. But the problem with the whole thing is it's not inaccessible now except by foot. So even though you look at the rocks, we're going to pile a pile of stuff on the inside. We're going to cover the outside cover with it. And then we're going to shovel the local dirt all over top of it. And when we get done, we'll try to get a picture if we can get out of here before the rain comes in, and show you the only thing we're really going to see is the vent cap sticking up and the bleaching cap to be able to purify the system. But that's about the only thing you'll see out of this whole thing when we get done. Next one, we're going to do a video on exactly how to build that collar. So like it, share it, subscribe, tell your friends about it. And this is what we do here at Carolina Homestead Planner. Think about me. If you got any questions, don't hesitate to leave a response, and I'll get a hold of you and try to help you out any way I possibly can, or come over and build one for you. Thank you.